senior Darian Roberts over the freshman Branson John of Maryland. So that one takedown is all is needed for Darian Roberts to get Morgan State on the scoreboard, which will have a tough challenge now with Kingsley Menifee going up against the ever so dangerous Jaxon Smith. Smith looking for early points here, the number 6 ranked wrestler in the country at 184.
He was at 197 last season, Ryan, but feels more comfortable at 184. We usually walked around at around 190, so moving up in weight was tough for him, especially going up against guys that were already above 197.
Goes the swipe and a takedown for Jaxon Smith.
And Smith is looking to make this one quick. I mean, look, he's about to get another takedown here, but that's an escape point there, it looks like, Ryan.
Escape point first, so now Smith in position for another takedown. Quick one here. The consummate professional is what Alex Clemson calls Jaxon Smith.
Finished with the most dual wins for the Terps last year. I mean, no shock there. Guy ranked highest on the team for the entire season. 10 dual wins.
Two-time Big Ten placer and a 2023 NCAA Blood Round quarter finalist. Jaxon Smith, as good of a resume as it comes for Maryland wrestlers.
Menifee got him in a critical position here, though. He's got that leg in there, and the referee is checking to see if this is potentially dangerous. Hasn't seen it yet, but looks like
stalemate, both up.
It's going to be a stalemate. No wrestler with an advantage there. But Menifee putting up a fight.
Pretty good defense from Menifee. Yeah, the sophomore from Warrenton, Virginia, Fauquier High School graduate. Tries to go for the right leg. Wow, that's textbook defense from Smith. Grabs the left leg, swipes it the right, and gets the takedown. Jaxon Smith, a second takedown. About as clean as they come from the redshirt junior. Cartersville, Georgia native. 3-0, Jaxon Smith is on the year. He's one of 3 wrestlers to go undefeated in all 3 dual matches that Maryland's participated in thus far.
Got him and the Miller bros, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan, that are undefeated so far for the Terps. Ethan Miller picking up that Tiger-style invitational win. And Brother Cal got that last year, like we mentioned.
Green. Stay out of the face, okay? Keep them legal,
add
both
to
guys.
it's all by bonus points for Jaxon Smith. Rare company with Maryland.
It's a guy that's made his impact known here in College Park at the wrestling level, and like I mentioned earlier, him and Ethan have a business outside of all the school and athletics that they partake in.
Smith is someone that
40
really
seconds, guys, 40.
Head coach Alex Clemson keeping a close eye on at 184 as Smith goes from the back and gets another takedown. Jaxon Smith's 3rd takedown. A guy who they're still unsure if you're seeing a better version of Jaxon Smith at 184. Again, a guy who was everywhere at 197 last year. But he did struggle to keep the calories and weight on him, head coach Alex Clemson said. So the jury's still out if this move down to 184 is the best Jaxon Smith will look.
And we're only going to see, I mean, one of his few losses last year, which was very few, Ryan, was against a guy in Aaron Brooks who competed at the Olympic level, made it all the way to the semifinals this past year, lost with a couple seconds remaining, but Aaron Brooks, great wrestler. Jaxon Smith put up a good fight.
7-point lead for Jaxon Smith after the first period. Let's look at these last 2 takedowns from Jaxon Smith.
Just, I mean, hooking the leg, getting a single leg. A lot of single leg takedowns we've seen tonight. Look at this. Another hook of the leg. Just a different angle there as Smith with a 7-point lead. Looking to finish this one up in the second period.
Sweeps for Smith and really learning too now as a redshirt junior, a captain for this Maryland team. Again, you mentioned Aaron Brooks, the Penn State Nittany Lion. You won't find many better wrestlers on the face of the planet to go against. Smith is trying to use that experience to him as he gets the mat return here to start off the second period.
Kingsley Menifee has experience going the distance in these sorts of matches. High-scoring tech fall in that match I talked about earlier against Marymount, the 40-10 win for Morgan State. Got a 30-14 tech fall, Ryan.
Yeah.
30 points.
High scoring. Put him up here. Still looking for his first point, not by escape, as Jaxon Smith wants another one via takedown and gets it on the outside of the mat.
Menifee's got to pick up on that move Smith is using. He's doing his best, but it's the single leg takedown into that hook of the left to right foot.
Green's down.
He's worked that all night.
104, guys, 104.
It's worked out.
So they'll restart in the middle. Jaxon Smith, 4 takedowns, has him up 12-3.
Got the riding time right now, Ryan, if things stay where they are.
Yep.
Stay set. Cover legal top.
Menifee doing a good job, though, still on the defense. I mean, going up against a guy like Jaxon Smith with such an early program at Morgan State, some people would expect a blowout, but
improve here.
Menifee holding his own throughout the second period.
1
Gets
minute.
the escape point there.
Smith lets Menifee get the escape point. Menifee's fourth of the bout so far, about 4 minutes old. Menifee just trying to push Smith off him, but Smith goes for the single leg attack. Now grabs for the right leg and gets the takedown.
Yeah, just reversal there from Smith. Go around the waist of Menifee.
You're neutral, 30 seconds, guys.
Jaxon Smith looking for what would be his second consecutive win by fall. He beat Americans Lucas White by a fall just 58 seconds in.
Nothing yet.
We're
Looks
center.
like Smith tried a little misdirection there.
He shot out. He shot out of
Didn't
bounds.
get
It's
it. Both out
action.
of bounds, going back to the center.
Battle in bounds.
Talked about how Smith
Sit.
was at 197 last year, now at 184. So we're going to get the last couple seconds of the second period.
Jaxon Smith representing Woodland High School in Georgia. And so take that and give a 10-point advantage through the first two periods with takedowns that just keep on coming.
Third period.
Yeah, the single leg here, gets that ankle.
good action,
Another
both
single
wrestlers.
leg, crunches it, wraps around
Hold on,
there,
top.
gets the
That's
back
it.
control. Smith doing so well,
Start
keep
neutral.
himself
Start
alive,
neutral.
wants
One
to
red.
be another NCAA qualifier
Set.
like he was last year, a Big Ten placer as well, 3rd and 4th in the Big Ten.
He was as high as number 3 at 197 last year. You see that number 6 next to his name, the highest ranked wrestler on Maryland's roster at the moment by Intermat Wrestling.
And only a few guys ahead of him. One of them was Aaron Brooks, like I talked about earlier, whose reputation at Penn State is one that I think people know nationally around the country. And Tanner Sloan was also above him as well.
Smith goes for the double leg,
Back
trying
down,
to throw Menifee on his back, and it works for another takedown.
Rings down.
So if Smith keeps things where they are, gets that riding time, which is nearly secured,
One neutral.
he'll get a tech fall win. But I think he wants more, Ryan. He's always hungry, a guy like Jaxon Smith looking to make every match a win by fall.
Would be his 3rd win and a 4-0 record for Smith. So 3 wins by tech fall, I should say, and 4-0 overall if he's able to get that final point. Menifee gets another escape. 13-point lead for Smith.
Jaxon Smith
One more takedown to do it.
yeah, not letting him
Work on
get
the
that
hands, guys.
single leg, no control as Smith gonna get that takedown there.
And he does. How about Menifee tried to keep it on his own, just using the left leg, but Jaxon Smith, good luck stopping Smith. He did it at 197 last year, and he's still getting it done at 184 this year through 4 bouts.
And I'm excited to see